my channel. It's April with Anywhere Fitness with April, and we are here today to work out. We have today I have a chair. It can be a bench, it can be a park bench, maybe outside somewhere. So just see if you can find some sort of elevated platform to work with today as a prop. So I have my light set of weights that I'm going to be using as well to just add intensity. We are going to just try to fill that body with as much intensity as we can today and rest when you need to. If you feel you're not 100%, then you stop, you shake out, you just kind of recover, and then you just get right back in. So rest is not weakness, rest is you getting stronger by fine-tuning your form and making sure that you feel 100% in every move that you are doing. So let's get this started. We are going to start picking up those heavy set of weights. You're gonna roll those shoulders. I'm just gonna get you into a nice quick warm-up, and then we'll get started in that work. All right, so we're gonna take those shoulders back, sit those hips back, and lift. So if you're by your chair right here, you can sit back and see if you can maybe almost feel that chair underneath you. Perfect. So you want to feel that shift in those hips, sitting back and then down. That's it. So we want our hips to go back, but we also want our level of our hips to drop. Perfect. Now come down and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Do you feel that bench or that chair underneath you? Right there. So maybe you can sink a little lower on all of those 3. 1, 2, 3. Give me singles again for 4 and 3. Get those legs warm. 2. Got those abs in. Shift back, hold it. 3. Maybe sinking down. 1 more. Perfect. Now come up, shake out those legs. Perfect. Now those palms are gonna turn up, and we're gonna bicep curl up and down. Now give me 2 more right here. You're gonna go to forward raise. Palms are still out. There we go. Just getting our body warmed up here. And go back to those bicep curls. 4, 3, shoulders back, chest high. Forward raise, up and down. Staying below the shoulders. Biceps, 2. Forward raise, 2. Good, now feel those legs underneath you. Tight glutes, 2 and 2. Gonna give me 2 more 2s right here. Up 2, forward 2. All right, now give me a set of singles. Palms up, that's it. Forward. Making sure as you come down that we're not swinging. Control that movement. That's it. 4 more. Good, feel those arms warming, those shoulders warming, those backs. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Now you're going to drop it. We're going to squat with those weights right in front, right between those legs. Now as you drop, lift that left arm. Now the right. Now the left. Sit it back, right toward that chair. Feel that workload through shoulders and abs. Feeling those inner thighs, those glutes. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Come in and shake it out right here. All right, I think we're ready. What do you think? I say yes. All right, so what we're going to do is go into a single leg lunge. So it's also known as a Bulgarian squat. So we have split level. So we have 1 foot high 1 foot low. You want to make sure that that foot on the floor is far enough forward so when we sit back that we are able to shift those hips back. So watch me, watch my hips. I'm shifting back, getting that single leg squat, right? And then coming back up. All right, here we go. Sit it back and lift. So we're not gonna work on speed. We're gonna work on range and control. We have those weights in our hands. Those can always drop if needed. Drop back, bring it up. Get that breath in, breath out. Check that front knee, make sure that it doesn't come forward over your toes. Sit back, feel this back knee fall. Feels so good. Come on, you got it. Got 15 seconds. Single leg training. You can feel those outer glutes, those inner quads. Now come up and shake it out. Well, that was a great way to warm up. Great way to get started. All right, now we're gonna take that opposite leg back. Let the top of that foot just relax. Look down, shift the hips back. Feel the hips lower and come up. Here we go. Sit back and lift and back. Good, now look at that nice long spine that you've created too. Chest is out, those hips shift back. Feel your hip lowering and elevating. Feeling the weight stay back into your heel. That back foot is there for balance. Top of the foot down on that platform that you have. Feeling that control as you come back up. Feeling that upper body elevate. You did it. And come up and bring it in right here. March it out. All right, now we're gonna turn. We're gonna face that bench, that chair. You're gonna take 1 foot up on top. And we're gonna lift up. We're gonna come down nice and slow. We're gonna lift. Foot can come on top for balance and come down slow. Coming up and coming down. I want you to feel yourself not falling like that. So as you come up, feel that slow return to the floor. Up and down. So going slower takes a lot more control, a lot more strength because there's no momentum. And up and down. Feeling those glutes. Exhale, inhale. Get that exhale out at the top. And come down, whoop. Shake out those legs. Now looking at that bench, take that other foot on top. Lift your chest high. Pull your shoulders back. And remember, as you step on, you're gonna lean slightly forward. Here we go. Step up, slowly down. Very consistent in your speed. Slowly up, inching that way. How we doing? Up and down, staying nice and square. Toes forward, chest and shoulders forward. Watching your knee. Make sure that it doesn't turn inside. As you're coming down, watch that knee. Keep it angled forward. You're doing it. And down. Last one. Woo. And down. Now shake it out here. All right, now, we're not gonna use the platform for the next move. You're gonna take that right leg forward, left leg back. We're gonna drop down. You're gonna go curtsy lunge to rear lunge. Right here. Let that breath in and breath out. Great. Let that chest high. Now feel yourself dropping. Every time your foot touches, you drop, you drop. So it's down and up. Feel that posture. Power. Right here. Just crossing over that midline. You don't have to go too far into that curtsy. You have less than 15 seconds. You feel it? Come on. That's it. Last one. And step it in and shake it out. That's it. That was a full, strong minute. All right, we're gonna do it again. Send that leg back. Drop in. Create that posture. Ready, curtsy to rear. Remember that curtsy. You're not too far over the midline. Control is key. Yeah. Woo! Come on. You got this. Perfect. You feel that heart rate elevated from the large muscle groups in those legs are working. You got it. Woo! All right, 15 seconds. Keep it powerful. Right here, right to the end. Come on, don't stop. Stay low. Last one. And step it in. Shake it out. All right. Now, we're gonna have a seat on that bench, on that chair. I want you to scoot toward the edge. You're gonna open your legs just a little wider than hip distance. Weights are gonna be right between those legs. You're gonna shift those hips back as those upper bodies come forward. So you wanna create nice lengthened spine. So showing you side view, nice lengthened spine. Then you're gonna lift left arm, right arm. All right, now, both arms, ready? Up. Now, if you feel any pressure in the lower back, you can always go back to alternating arms. Remember, we're trying to take that position from shoulders over hips to shoulders angled forward. Get in some core work. Yeah. Get that angle. Have my palms turned in. Now I want you to go left arm, shift to right. Go arms right here. Don't you feel those abs right here? Come on. Shoulders, backs. Let's go. Up, up. You thought it would be easy when we sat down, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop those weights right in between the legs. Hands on the thighs. Help yourselves up. Now turn inward. Hands are going to come. Fingers down if you can. Thumbs forward. You're going to shoulders retract. Abs in. Bring that knee in. And we're going to exchange. So we're going to hop that mountain climber in. And we're holding that one leg in. Trying to get that knee to come all the way toward the front of that chair. Exhale, inhale. gonna take it to the outside of the chair. So you're gonna tap that foot outside, and then we're gonna switch. Now when I bring my foot forward, I'm not landing on it. Feel the work through the chest, through the shoulders. Make sure you're still stacked vertically. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. So as you come forward, very light tap. Even you can elevate it and not tap at all. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step in, roll it up. Roll those shoulders. All right. Now, we're gonna go back to that leg segment. So we did 3 exercises. The Bulgarian single leg squat, right? Then we did our step ups, and then we did the curtsy lunge. We alternated those legs. This time, you're gonna do all the same leg before we switch over. Are you excited? Yeah. So you got your practice in. Grab your weights. All right. So I'm gonna have my left leg forward. That's gonna be my working leg. My right leg's gonna come up behind me. Oops. All right. So my left leg is forward. I'm gonna shift my hips back. Here I go. Send it back, bring it up. Now if you feel like I don't feel like I have enough depth, so I'm gonna step a little more forward, sit back, and come up. You should feel hamstring and glute as soon as you shift back. Right there. Look down at that foot on the floor, that left foot. Make sure it points forward. Feel your hip level lowering. Spine lengthening. All the way down, all the way up. You got this. Now without shifting to that other leg, we are gonna feel that extra intensity build. Do one more down, and come up. Now you're gonna turn in. Now that left leg is gonna come aboard. Ready? Here we go. Up, you feel that? And down, and up, and down. We are meant to find challenge in order to gain fitness and strength. So here's our challenge right now. We feel it a lot on each one. Remember what I said in the beginning. Shake it out if you need to. It's better to miss 2 reps. You'll be stronger for it. It's the same move, but different challenging element this time without changing out those legs. All right, you did it. You're gonna come down. Now take that left leg in front. Take that right leg back. Here we go. Bottom, curtsy to rear. Staying at the bottom. Okay, we got it. Are you smiling? Go. Does it make it better? I hope so. Stay in control. Stand tall, march out, get back in. I know you feel it intensely. You have 15 seconds left. Oh, this leg will be done. So done, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and come up. What do you think? That's a lot of intensity. Oh my goodness. All right, so that leg is going to be elevated now. So we're going to come to that chair. Take that leg you just worked on top. Here we go, sit back. Bring it up. Let's work on lowering the hips. Remember, we're going slow, so we have control, more time and tension, more time to have to stabilize. Good, working legs, but feeling core. Whoop. Trying to keep that balance. Use that back foot pressure to help balance as well. So press down that back foot. Squeeze those glutes. You are so close. And come up. We're going to turn toward that chair. All right, first round is done. Into that second round. Here we go. Coming up slow. Right leg on top. Exiting slowly off. With that exhale, inhale. Feel your heel. Press down. Activate hamstrings and glutes. Trying to come up nice and tall. See if you can get those glutes tight. Hips under shoulders. Let those abs in. Slowly down. That's where a lot of that work is. Eccentric. Could be easy, but we're not letting it. And last one. And come down. All right, now, that right leg is ahead. You're on your last minute. Ready? Here we go. Try to get that positioning. Back long, and that back knee bending and dropping. Perfect. And then we just concentrate on breathing, not focusing so much on how intense it feels, but what you're achieving right here. Think about how strong you are making yourself. You have less than 30 seconds. Breath out, breath in. Perfect, 10 seconds. Come on, you did this. And come in and shake it out. Now you're gonna have a seat again on that chair. We're gonna sit back. Open those legs. Get those glutes right on the edge. This time I'm gonna have my palms turned in. So I'm gonna lift left and right. Palms down. Now add both arms if you can. Remember that alternating if needed. But what we're gonna do is go only halfway out, and we're gonna hold. We're gonna pull back and up, back down, release. Halfway, up. So we got nice wide row. Lean forward. Keep that spine long. Up, pull back, out, down. How you feel? Strong? Come on. Stay forward. Try not to move. This time it's going to be 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. then bring it down. Ready? 1, angle up, angle back. And down. 2 more. Power. 2, upper back training, rear delt. Come on, last one. 1, 2, 3, come down, go left, right. Try and stay shoulder height and down. You got this. 8 more. 8, 7, abs in tighter. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That one was tricky, right? Remember, we sat down, we thought it would be easier. It wasn't. Weights down, hands on the thighs, come up, turn in. All right, fingers down, take those legs back, shoulders back. Now you're gonna come in, you're gonna take that weight, that leg across, back in. Here we go, in, cross in, and down. Now, this is one way to do it. You're gonna do 2 more like this. Now, you can continue to do it this way. Hold back, walk in. Now, another way to do it would be to take your feet up and hands down. So I'm gonna take my hands down. I'm gonna take my feet up on my platform. Now I'm gonna pull in, cross in, and back. In, cross in, and back. Feel that challenge? Make sure that you have that length. I'm going to go a little longer. Woo! Now I want you to take it outside. Go out, under, out, and down. Out, under, out, and down. Out, under, out, and back. Woo! Come on. Control. Notice these slow movements. You have to focus on the lift, the lower, the lift back up. So you got that outer glute training on that lift back up. 4 more. Two more. Woo. 1 more. Hold it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bring one leg down, other leg down, and come up. Roll those shoulders right here. Well done. Woo. Shake it out. Go ahead and elevate again. Hand on the thigh. Come on up. Let's go ahead and grab some water. Let's move on. We're going to go back to that bench to elevate. This time when we elevate, we're going to actually hold on the top. We're going to be doing 2 leg lifts and then coming down. Grab your weights. Remember, option. You're going to take that left leg on top. You're going to lift, hold, 2 lifts behind you, and we're going to come down slow. Here we go. Lift, 2 lifts back. So you have more time on the top to have to hold and control. Then lower it down, up. Slowly down. Tight abs. Leaning forward. At that lift. Forward and lift. Hold and lift. Feel some core work here. Come on. Up. Leaning forward, lift. Now last one. If you can, hold it back. Now row double time. Up, up, up. Hold that leg back strong. You can be on the floor if you don't want to be up high on the platform. Elbows high. Up, up. Do you feel those glutes on that left leg? Hamstring on that right. Now come down with those arms, lower the leg, and return to the floor. Wow, is right. All right, we get to do it again. Take that right foot on. We're gonna lift, hold, 2 lifts. So remember, as you get started, you might feel wobbly. Try to get control. Stabilize. Concentrating on hamstring and glute. As you lift, hamstring glute, holding, and hamstring glute as you lift. And elevate that straight leg. Not even doing cardio. Do you feel that sweating happening? That heavy breathing happening? That's called intensity with control. Slowing it down. Now we're gonna hold this one up, elbows high, and pulse. So you wanna get that forward position. And feel that right glute, right hamstrings. And then think of that left leg super straight, super strong. And up, up, up. You got 8 more right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly lower. Come down, march it out. Wow, that was awesome. All right, now we're gonna have a seat again. I like to sit on the edge so I can really boost myself nice and tall. I'm gonna try to release any tension in the lower back now. With those shoulders elevated over those hips, we're gonna have not any forward position here. So we'll get that nice release in that lower back. All right, you're gonna bring those arms up. They're 90 degrees. I'm gonna try to keep my elbows below my shoulders. And I'm gonna open and close. Good. Now think of your belly buttons. Pull them in tight. Keep it tight. Now hold it back. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. Back, 2, 3. Palms are out. Palms turn in. Chins in slightly. Back, 2, 3. Now hold it here. Now we're going to circle. Little circles. Good. I'm dropping below my shoulder to circle. Now let's reverse. Good. Tilt that chin in a little. Now hold it here. Lift right arm. Bring it down. Left arm. Exhale, inhale. Now do both arms, pulse, up, up. Drop in if you fatigue, get right back in. Both arms up, 8, 7, come on, 6, alternate if needed, 4, 3, relax on the down. Now hold in, pulse, 16. I know we feel it. Just 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in and drop it down. So good. All right, drop those weights. Gonna go into some tricep dips. So your option here, instead of dips, could be to grab those weights, if both your lights overhead, and go into overhead extensions right here. Okay? You can always come up and do kickbacks right here too. All right. So you're gonna take your fingers down. I take my thumbs and I put my thumbs right under my glutes so I sit on them. Take my feet out just slightly, scoot to the edge. Pull my shoulders back, open my chest, lift off. Down, up. Keeping that lower back right up against the edge of that bench that you're on. Down, up, down, up. That's it. Now I want you to come up, hold. Is your lower back close to that bench? Now drop and hold. Come up and hold. Drop and hold. Up and hold. And down. One more time, up. One more time, down. And come up, hips on. Shake it out. Now that was kind of cruel after we just did that shoulder work, right? All right. Now, you're gonna grab one of your lights. You're gonna lean forward. I have the weight in my left hand. I have my elbow on my right. My left elbow is up. And we're gonna go back, kick back. 3, 2, go. There we go. So we have back support by that arm being rested down. Now, in this position, you feel it already, right? So you're grounded. There's no movement from the lower body. Now, you can also really pay attention to that upper arm. Watch it, make sure it doesn't fall like this. So my elbow stays up, and then we go. Lower arm, yes. Send it. Feel those abs pulling tight here. Ready for the other side? All right, elbow down on that thigh. Lift that elbow up. Now from front view too, you can see that my arm isn't outside. It's straight back, looking down at those feet, focusing on straight arm. So really making these light weights feel heavy. Yeah. Going for length, trying to get that arm back nice and long. Feel those abs pulling tighter. Got 8 more. Squeeze tighter here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right, now here is your challenge. Going back to triceps. Dips, shoulders back. Remember, you can always go overhead, right here. Down, up, down, up. So even if you did 4 and you needed to rest, that's perfect. Just make sure you have the hips back. 8, up, 7, 6, yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up and shake it out. Oh, so good. All right, now you're gonna pick those weights up. You're gonna elevate, and we're gonna go into plie right here. So we're gonna concentrate on inner thighs. We're gonna concentrate on biceps. So we're gonna take those arms out. We're gonna bring them up to shoulder height. We're gonna drop and we're gonna curl. Now this can be done with the weights lower as well, arms lower. So feel where you can challenge yourself. Putting those inner thighs, those biceps. That's the way. 4, 3, 2, hold it out, drop it down. All right, now you're gonna drop those hips and we're gonna hold. Weights hanging straight down from those shoulders. Now bring those arms up and curl. So remember, this can be done anywhere between the bottom, can be halfway out, or at shoulder height. So putting a lot of emphasis on core training here, having to stay tall. Those shoulders, those legs, those biceps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms. Lift the legs and come in and shake it out. Wow. I know. We're going to drop those weights. All right. And we're going to go back to that chair. You're going to turn those fingers down, thumbs forward. We're going to walk back and hold plank here. Now concentrate on belly buttons in. Shoulders back, shoulders down. Now lift one leg up, place it on the other leg. You're up on those tippy toes. Try to keep the shoulders right over those wrists. Tight quad. And take that cross leg down, cross the other over, come up to those tippy toes. Think of those legs straight, those arms straight, those spines long, glutes are down. Uncross. Now you're going to bend the knees, straighten, bend, straighten. Now every time you bend, I want you to think of right at that belly button, tight, strong. Stay positioned high over that chair. Gain that nice power in those quads as you straighten those legs. 8. Last one. Now separate those legs just slightly. You're going to scissor the feet, and then you're going to pull that bottom leg in right here. In. Shoulders still over wrists. Now we're going to take it back. Position those hips, shifting to the other side. Bottom leg, in. Power that pull. Use those obliques. You got this. In. Keep that chest open. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Walk in. Release the arms and roll up. Roll those shoulders. You did it. Hands behind the hips. Open the chest. We work through a lot of intensity today. Trying to almost build from nothing, right? So going from the floor up, building, using those lighter weights, building that intensity. A nice strong structure. Upper back stretch right here. Tuck those hips under. Open that chest. I'm so proud of you. And did you keep smiling? Yes. All right, we're going to use that top, sit it back, look on the floor. The foot that's on the floor points in that same direction. Reach out. We got a nice deep hamstring stretch here. Yes. And come up, other leg. Shift the hips back, lengthen that leg. Big reach, foot on the floor, points in the same direction. Rounding those backs, reaching that arm out. And coming up, you're going to go ahead and use your chair for balance. Grab one foot behind you right here. Quad stretch. Yes. Lifting tall, shoulders back. Now since we have a little bit of balance help here, take that ankle, cross it over the opposite leg, and sit back. Now option to take the opposite arm down into that hole that you've created there. And then you're going to drop your shoulder and turn your head looking at that supporting arm. And come up. And let's go to the other quad. Coming up tall, grab that foot. Standing leg is soft. I love how much we got done today. That was great. Cross that leg over. Good. Arm's going to come down. It's so good on that outer glute. And coming up, you're going to lift that left arm up. Drop that right shoulder. Soften those knees. Feel that release. A lot of core work today. Take it up, take it to the other side. Lift that arm. Drop that shoulder. We did it together. So happy you were here with me. Release. So that's Anywhere Fitness with April. That was it. You did it. 15 minutes, just like that. If you liked it, give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and give me a nice comment. Let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see on my channel. I had so much fun. Have a great day. Hands behind the hips. Open the chest. We work through a lot of intensity today. Trying to almost build from nothing, right? So going from the floor up, building, using those lighter weights, building that intensity. A nice strong structure. Upper back stretch right here. Tuck those hips under. Open that chest. I'm so proud of you. And did you keep smiling? Yes. All right, we're going to use that top, sit it back, look on the floor. The foot that's on the floor points in that same direction. Reach out. We got a nice deep hamstring stretch here. Yes. And come up, other leg. Shift the hips back, lengthen that leg. Big reach, foot on the floor, points in the same direction. Rounding those backs, reaching that arm out. And coming up, you're gonna go ahead and use your chair for balance. Grab one foot behind you right here. Quad stretch. Yes. Lifting tall, shoulders back. Now since we have a little bit of balance help here, take that ankle, cross it over the opposite leg, and sit back. Now option to take the opposite arm down into that hole that you've created there. And then you're going to drop your shoulder and turn your head looking at that supporting arm. And come up. And let's go to the other quad. Coming up tall, grab that foot. Standing leg is soft. I love how much we got done today. That was great. Cross that leg over. Good. Arms going to come down. Feels so good on that outer glute. And coming up, you're going to lift that left arm up. Drop that right shoulder. Soften those knees. Feel that release. A lot of core work today. Take it up, take it to the other side. Lift that arm. Drop that shoulder. We did it together. So happy you were here with me. Release. So that's Anywhere Fitness with April. That was it. You did it. 15 minutes, just like that. If you liked it, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and give me a nice comment. Let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see on my channel. I had so much fun. Have a great day.